So a quick update on why I haven't been doing much content anywhere. So I haven't been doing my content on this channel that I would usually do throughout the day because my medication's been working so well. I've been so focused on work and things like that. I've not actually been touching social media at all during the day, apart from a quick toilet break, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to join me there. Or maybe you would, and then that's the OnlyFans for you. In general, I haven't been doing much of anything social media-wise. Again, it's just been a bit of a as and when I can. My other channels, so Answers in Reason on TikTok has not, well, I've been loading clips and highlights and things like that when I could, but even then, sort of few and far between. Although the schedule feature's been nice, I've been able to sort of, if I have time, I plan things out and do that. Then I haven't had time to do any of the full-length videos, and I keep starting projects when I get a few moments, but you record something and you want it to be produced nicely, and you don't have the time to do it, and then you leave it, and by the time you come back to it, you've lost all inspiration. So I've got tons of open projects, and eventually that's just inspired me not to record anything at all. And you know, my wife has started working in the evenings, so I haven't been able to do the live streams. It's been an interesting routine that we've been doing. I sort of finish work and I do the evening routine with the kids anyway, but my evening routine's been pushed back. So before it was like after they eat, I sort of play with them, bath them, do stories and that. Now it's, I come back, I start work early, finish work a bit early. We play outside for a bit first, and then I do the dinner. So I get a bit more quality time with the kids, which is nice. It's just a change in the routine. And then obviously we would sort of work as a team where one of us would have the kids and the other would do the housework. It's now a case of, once the kids are in bed, obviously all the stuff that my wife would have usually done whilst I was bathing and putting them to bed, then I've got that. So that then pushes the night back. And then because she does evening shifts, we're then eating. And it's sort of like 10 o'clock some nights before we've even finished eating. By which point, I don't really feel like sitting down and doing any sort of form of production either. So it's got to a point where I haven't had the inspiration to do any content because I can't put out any quality content. And all the stuff that I would be doing is videos like this, which is just updates. And I don't think that's necessarily worth either of our times, because stuff like this, yeah, it's nice. I like sometimes unloading and talking about what's going on because it helps me sort it out in my head. But at the same time, I think that there's more value in actually discussing sort of things. With this particular channel, obviously, the idea is to discuss what I'm finding with ADHD and any things that I found that have worked, or my triggers, or this or that, and I don't have time to go through that, and with like Answers in Reason, obviously it's philosophy and science, and I haven't had time to learn new stuff or produce old stuff, so they're just falling into laps. Now that's not to say I'm not going to come back and do more content. I hope that in time, kids will be in better routines. The wife and I have fallen into a more normative routine with what we're doing. And, I know the kids are going to start going to school in a couple of years. So all that sort of stuff will happen, and we will be able to find a better routine. But I think until then, I don't know how much I'm going to have the time to post. But if anyone has any questions or anything like that, I'll still respond to them. I'll do my best to check in at semi-regular intervals. I noticed I had a couple of questions, which I've recorded videos to today, and I will continue to do that sort of thing. And in fact, I think that's probably my preferred option. If anyone has any questions, it will inspire me to give an answer rather than me trying to find the time to record the content I want to at the moment. And I do have a bunch of videos planned out. I've got what I think is some fairly decent content that I want to release, but I just can't at the moment because I haven't even had the chance to record it, let alone produce it. But I mean, unless there's someone who produces for free, I'm more than happy to send videos and you can produce them for me for free. So, in other words, it's going to be a long time till I get round to doing those, I think. Maybe I need to take a week's holiday and do it. Anyway, hope everyone's well. And as I said, let me know if there is anything that you want to inquire about.